There's one. Yep. Yep, he thumped it. Did the whole line straighten out. Love that. Can't. That's the unfortunate thing about not being in the kayak. I can't show the fish because I don't want to just drop my rod in the water. Smallie number 1 for me, friends. We're on a new stretch suggested by Ben. So far I got one, so I can't complain. Beautiful fish. Always are. Let him go in the water there. That is fun. Don't step on him, Ben. He's coming for you. This is our first outing where we both have GoPros. I finally got mine in the mail. Ben's been gracious enough to let me borrow his. Ben's pointing out that smallie I just caught. He went right back to where he came from. Very typical of smallmouth behavior, isn't it? When the river's this shallow, they'll go right back to where you pulled them out of. I wonder if I could just do a Texas rig and just throw a I got a bullet sinker on there. Oh, there's one.
Oh, even without a sinker. Nice.
Pull him over the stick. Lost my worm. That's all right. He ain't big enough to where I can't get him. Another one, folks. Oh, broke my rod in half. Oops.
Oh,
we'll put it back together. It breaks.
So,
yeah, it splits. There's one. Another one there out of the tree.
It's happened before?
No, it's a split rod.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, taking after me.
Working on that casting accuracy, right, Ben? Good way to finesse your cast, right? There. Fish. There's one.
That one got it?
No, it's a different one. That one went over that way. The worm is, you know, not grabbing big boys, but the worm is totally capable of big boys. Another little fella, but I still like it. Makes me happy. I'm using the 4-inch Senko worm today and it's doing me well. Can't complain about catching fish. Might not be big ones, but I don't care. I got one on here. Four on the worm. Give myself some slack so I can actually pull the hook out. Here's another one. They've all been about the same size today. Nothing monstrous just yet. That one That one had a nice strike though. I'd say that was my most powerful strike so far. That one felt great. I thought it was a bigger fish. He really took a stab at it. That was just the very beginning of this hole too. There's another one. 2 for 2. You can get a jig over here, Ben, and see if you can pull a nicer fish out. Worm is working for me today. We just got a weightless wacky rig going. It's getting me some little ones. I'll take them. Something is always better than nothing. Hey, there's an Iowa.
There's a fish.
Yeah? See, I threw in there. I just must not been able to get low enough.
Come here, buddy. It's a nicer one.
Yeah, it is. Dang.
Is it a nice one?
I haven't seen it yet, but
Not moving it much at all.
oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Very good one. Yep. That's the biggest one of the day.
16 range? I can't move the 16s.
He might be, I don't know.
Might be a little bigger than
He's big. There's a big boy on the jig. Careful, take it easy on him. That's a big fish, Ben. Wouldn't you say? Oh yeah. I would check that one out. Ben's got a nice one on the jig here. Yeah, that's a nice fish.
in that 16 range.
Yeah. No, we've
How
been
those
fooled.
16
It's so
ones
hard to
just
tell.
fight like freaking
I was gonna say
crazy.
those 16s are just 16s always come off bigger than 16. I'd measure him though. I'd get out the measuring stick. There's one. Oh my goodness. There's one right in here. They're hitting it really weird. I was about ready to reel in there and he hit that one. He's like right in the middle of this hole. I cannot get a bead on how big it is either. There he is.
Like
Big enough to drag him right out.
Like
This is all I've been catching.
oh, flew behind you.
I'm gonna have a
Well, that one I caught up there, I mean, it was on top.
I'm gonna have a video of. But you know what? It's good to know that we have them a bunch this size because they all have the potential of getting a lot bigger. So while I'd like to catch a larger one, it's good to see a good population of smaller.
Thought maybe something came up into that water.
Made it back up to the hole here. I'm gonna pitch into it a few times. This is probably one of my more successful spots. So why not? Ben's down there swapping out his battery. Trying to get back in time that we don't have to be walking the river in too much darkness. Yep, there's another one out of that pocket. Wiggled my worm loose too. I think I'm about out of worms. Barely hooked him. We have caught a lot of these today. Just an absolute boatload. This spot has just been producing for me. They're all up in it. I'm grateful that one came out pretty easy. He inhaled it pretty well. There's gonna be a lot of big smallmouth in a few years. Well, friends, I think I might sign off right here. And it's getting pretty dark. I can't really see where I'm throwing anymore. We have a little bit more river to go. And like I mentioned, it's getting pretty dark. I can't see it very well, but if I catch anything awesome, I'll be sure to post a photograph or a little video. But a lot of dinks today. Always fun to see a lot of dinks too. They're the future, and it's good to see a good population of smaller fish too. I hope you guys had fun joining us, and I will see y'all next time. Take care, everyone.